Aaron Tway's been asking about how to get motivated to get some work done, okay? All right, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to go back to cackling like a complete lunatic, okay? Here's how it works. I think there's a type of exhaustion that comes from being unstimulated. Like, if you are doing rote, boring garbage for like 8 hours, when you're done with that, you're just like, I don't want to try to sit down and begin a project like writing a book or doing, going to the gym or some shit like that. And I personally have experienced that plenty where, like, I will just do a stream of just a normal game playthrough and that's it. And it takes a lot of energy out of me. And, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy streaming. But I also have ambitions to do other things outside of streaming. And it sucks when I'm just done with the show and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm exhausted. Do I really have to go to the gym? Do I really have to try to sit down and look at my code? And I frankly believe that way down the line, you totally might have enough energy and momentum built up to do that. But how do you get there? If you're there, I strongly encourage you to start getting up fucking insanely early. Like, if you're getting up at, say, 9 to get to work at 10, and then you're working 10 to 7, and then you eat dinner or something like that, and then you just kind of hang out, chill till midnight, 1, go to bed, get up at 9, that sort of thing. You might try to get up at like 6 or even 5 just to have time to yourself. Just get up and have your own time, dude. Just get up at like 5 or 6 and wake up. And it sucks to get up, don't get me wrong. This might actually take 2 weeks of trying to do this every single day to get there. For me, it has to be the only thing I'm focusing on is my sleep schedule and making myself get up before I can do anything productive. I just spend 2 weeks trying to make myself get up. So then what happens is you get up at, like, we'll call it, in the example, you're working at 10 a.m. We'll say you get up at 6 a.m. You get up, and then you actually get you time, and everyone's asleep, so nobody can fuck with you, right? So you get up, and let's say you want to work on Project X, right? You get up, and then you eat a little breakfast, drink a little coffee, and then now all of a sudden you're just like, it's like 6:15 or 6:30. Okay, I just slept. This is great. I have to leave for work till 9:30. So then you know what you do? You maybe just spend 2 hours doing focused work on the thing you actually give a shit about. And no one can stop you. Nothing can distract you. Nothing can get in your way. It'll take a little discipline to, like, not open Twitch or something like that. Like, if you have a computer desk where your laptop's there, move your laptop to a completely different area, something like that. So what winds up happening is that if you're, after 2 hours, it's 8:30, and you feel super, super energized because your brain's all excited and awake, and there's cool things happening. And just as a quick tangent, if you're doing project work and you're trying to get started on a project, I feel like 30 to 40% of time devoted to a project is fun. The other 60-70% sucks. And that's why you do it and get up at 6 in the morning. So you have good energy, so you just like are smashing your head against stuff that sucks, but that's okay. You have the willpower, you have the motivation, and you actually get shit done. And now it's 8:30, and you don't have to be at work for an hour and a half. So you shower, watch an episode of TV, and go to work. And then you do your mind-numbing, uninteresting job, or your kind of fun, cool, exciting job, whatever it is. You get home at 6 or 7, you eat, and now you're just like, yeah, I mean, I'm going to go to bed in like a few hours. I'm going to go to bed at like 10 or 11 or something like that. So you technically are not dicking around as much, but those hours feel so much more productive. Let me talk to you about bullshit time, okay? I call this time filler. How often, when you get off work and it's 6, done with dinner, you're going to go to bed at midnight, how much of that 6-hour period do you crush it in terms of entertainment? Or how much of it are you just going back to the Reddit homepage, scrolling through Twitter, oh, I got a notification on Facebook, how many hours do you actually spend doing some focused fun? Like, when you get home and you're like, you know what? I'm going to watch 5 episodes of a sick show. And if I don't like the show, I'm going to stop and I'm going to start another one. I got a friend like that named Tristan who literally goes home and just fucking watches. He's seen every show and played every game. He's done fucking all of them. And he's read all the books. And, like, he doesn't just consume it. He knows, like, all the authors and the names of the actors and, like, all the plot points. And he's actually had extra time left over to think about it. I mean, he is locusts for media. He just eats it all up. And I ask him about this sometime. I'm like, how do you do that? And he's like, honestly, I just don't really want to do anything. So I just make myself do something that's interesting. So I just wind up doing a lot of grinding through shows. People balloon their lives, even at a time I did. Like, I've been working myself out of it in the last few months, but, like, balloon their lives with just fucking bullshit time filler. And for me, the only way I can figure out how to not just fill my life with bullshit is to go sit in a dark room with no electronics, and I just sit there for like 10 minutes and just be like, what do I actually want to do? And I just think for 10 minutes. I literally go into my bathroom, turn the lights off, and shut the door and sit on the toilet, and I see little cat paws going in, meow, Dad, meow, and I'm like, fucking shut up, Dad needs to figure out how to make himself happy right now. And I sit there until I actually get excited about something to do tonight. Like, weird shit. Like, I'm gonna watch a Bollywood movie. I haven't seen any of them, but recently I was like, what is sci-fi action Bollywood look like? Only comes to me if I'm sitting alone by myself being like, what is something weird that I can actually, what would actually be good? Oh my god. So, to sum up, start waking up early. And if you're trying to wonder, how do I get out of bed early? Just literally your whole life goal for the next month is to just figure out how to wake up early, Google some shit. I'm not going to keep rambling about this because I really want to play this health deck. Start getting up early and do your morning. Fuck yeah, I'm doing my shit time. So if you're getting up at 6 a.m., you now have 6 to 9:30 to yourself. And you go to job at 10, get off at like 6 or 7. You eat, you got a few hours. Got a few hours left. Do some fucking awesome fun shit. And even if you do some time-filly shit, I'm not saying that time-fillery shit is bad. I'm saying that time-fillery shit should be a choice for you, not a default thing that you accidentally slip into. Right? I do spend nights doing nothing but just derping on social media, watching Twitch, and I fucking love it because I earned that shit. I also spend nights devoting hardcore to doing some media extravaganza or to playing like 6 games of Dota. That's the way that I would suggest to you if you're in that sort of like blasé and you don't want to do anything mood to getting out of it. Then, you remember how I said that you'll get some momentum later on? When you start getting some discipline to get up early, and then you start getting some momentum going on your projects, suddenly 80 to 90% of your project time is fun, and 10 to 20% is grindy. And so what happens is you do your project work in the morning, and then you do some work, and you just feel like you have some extra energy, and so you just do some extra work at night. I've been in that mode sometimes, where I like will get up, go to the gym, come home, it's 10 a.m., and I just code, work on little codey shit, and then it's 7 to 9 is mostly walking, and then I'll turn it off, upload the thing, and then do work from 9:30 to 11 and go to bed. And let me tell you, on Friday I wake up, go to the gym, maybe I sneak in 45 minutes of extra work. And by God, Friday night has never felt more earned in my life. And that's just for me. It could be different for you. That was a good rant. That was a good rant that involved Sean sitting alone in a dark bathroom going, oh, Jesus, what the fuck makes me happy? And people in chat going, wow, that's really great advice. I really like that.